sweaters. I'll be describing them in detail and making some fabric sounds. So let's get started. So this first sweater is a very, very cozy cat sweater. It is probably one of the warmest sweaters I have. It is super fluffy on the inside. I got this sweater at like an artisan / food fair here in New York. One of those where they close the streets to make space for vendors. And though I didn't get any matching set with it, I just got the sweater. They did have the matching sweatpants that were really cute as well. It has all different types of cats. Some striped cats. Some cats that are playing with yarn. Some spotted cats. I see a little cat with a bow on its tail. And it is all gray. Basically, this is my go-to outfit for all of fall and winter. It's just leggings, winter leggings. These are fleece and very fluffy on the inside. And then a sweater, a cozy sweater. And boots. That is what you will find me wearing every day from October to maybe up until like March or April. I get cold very easily, so I dress really warm most of the year, really. I am not familiar with the brand, but it seems to be SM Wardrobe, in case you're curious. So that was sweater number 1. This is sweater number 2. It is a gingerbread man sweater. Isn't it so cute? I think it has some lint. This is a sweater I got from Forever 21 ages ago. Probably really close to like a decade ago. But, you know, it's still in great quality. I didn't think Forever 21 had really high quality items, but this one has stood the test of time. And it has a white background with little gingerbread man cookies all over it, decorated with a little green bow tie and 3 little 3 weeks of December because I am an elementary school teacher, and during the first 3 weeks of December, my kids and I do a lot of gingerbread projects. My kids write their own gingerbread stories, and we decorate gingerbread cookies and eat them, and make gingerbread, paper gingerbread houses to decorate our classroom. So this one matches those activities really well. This one is a bit less warm than the cat sweater, but I think it's just because of how old it is. It used to be way more fluffy a few years ago, but now the fluff has disappeared a bit. So that is sweater number 2. On to sweater number 3. Sweater number 3 is an all gray sweater with a very interesting print on the front. If you look closely right here on the bottom, it says Sintra, Portugal, and that is where we got this sweater, my husband and I. Back when my husband and I were dating, Portugal was our very first trip together. We went to Lisbon, Porto, and Sintra in Portugal. And when we went to Sintra, it was quite cold. There's a part in Sintra where it looks almost like a forest, and there's a big castle in the middle of the forest, and it's a really beautiful nature walk. And I was so cold and had left all of my warm clothing back in the hotel. So my husband very kindly got this sweater for me at one of the tourist shops. And at the time I thought, oh, what a waste of money, because of course those tourist shops are always so expensive. But I've definitely gotten good use out of it. And I really like that I have a little souvenir from our very first trip together. I only really recognize maybe a couple of places on this sweater as being, popular sites in Portugal. But I'm guessing they all are. And I'm guessing all of the people in here may also be part of the culture somehow. Very cozy as well. On to the next one. Okay, this is sweater number 4. Sweater number 4 is an all-white sweater with little bananas all over it. If you look closely, you will see the little bananas have little arms, little legs, little eyes, and a little mouth, and they look like they're sort of jumping off. Isn't it so cute? This one is another Forever 21 sweater that I've had for longer than I can remember. And it also comes in handy at work because during January and February, my kids and I do a big farm-to-table unit where we talk about the different food groups and we cook recipes that go along with each food group. And when it's time to do our week learning about the fruit food group, then I definitely wear this sweater. And the recipe we do for the food group does have bananas, so it's perfect. It is very, very cozy. Same as the gingerbread man one. I think it used to be warmer, but a bit of the fluff has since disappeared with time. But it is still in great condition. On to the next one. On to sweater number 5. Sweater number 5 is a blue Christmas sweater. It says Merry Christmas on the bottom. Has a reindeer all in the middle. And if you look closely, its little Christmas head lights up, as well as some parts of its antlers. My husband and I got this Christmas sweater in the UK. I've mentioned before that my husband is English, and so we sometimes go and celebrate Christmas with his family in the UK. Now, I thought in the US we were really big on Christmas sweaters, or even ugly Christmas sweater parties and such. But I didn't realize other countries are into it as well. Let me tell you, when we went to celebrate Christmas there, all of the stores were full with Christmas sweaters. Some cute, some very ugly. And people go crazy with them, like they were wearing them even like a full week before Christmas even happened, like out on the street just to wear, not even to like a specific party. So yeah, this one has a bit of a different texture on the nose than on the rest of the reindeer. It feels almost like a towel. And then the rest of the face feels normal. The reindeer has a big smile, a little Christmas hat, and it has some lights, Christmas lights wrapped around its little antlers. This one is not warm at all, really. It is pretty thin. Yeah, it's a pretty thin sweater, which I guess it's good if you're gonna spend your Christmas indoors where there's heat and you don't want to get too warm. The interesting thing about this sweater is that the little light, it came with like a little piece of paper or plastic inside the light that you had to pull out so that the light would start shining. And we took out that little paper, the light started shining, and I'm sort of pretty sure it's been lighting up for like a whole year because there's no way to turn it off. So I'm actually surprised that the batteries have lasted so long. So yeah, that is sweater number 5. On to the next one. On to sweater number 6. Sweater number 6 is a light mint Hello Kitty sweater. If you've seen some of my other videos, you probably already know I love Hello Kitty. So I have quite a few Hello Kitty clothing items. This one has also been with me for a few years, and so it does already look a little worn out, but I still love it so much, and so I wear it all the time anyway. That is actually one of the benefits of working with kids and being a teacher, is that I don't have to dress fancy to work or wear heels or nice clothing items. I'm gonna go run around and get paint all over me, so, wearing an old sweater with leggings is the perfect attire for work for me. I don't actually remember where I got this sweater. I think I may have gotten it from a friend years ago, for a Secret Santa or something like that. And clearly they knew me because I've loved this sweater since I've had it. It has a little Hello Kitty that says hello, and it has a cute little pink bow, a yellow nose, black eyes, and whiskers. I am not sure where my friend got this sweater, but it is original Sanrio, which, if you don't know, is the original parent company of Hello Kitty. This sweater is very, very light. I'm not sure if it's just because it's so old, but it's not very warm, so it's perfect for fall days before it gets too cold out there. Let's move on to the next one. I saw this sweater. I loved it. Apples just make me think of teachers. And so I knew I had to buy it. I got this sweater at a huge outlet. I think it was in New Jersey. We were on a trip with some friends. We had stayed at a cabin for my husband's birthday, and on our way back to New York from the cabin, we stopped at this outlet mall, and all of our friends were saying how outlets are supposed to be really cheap. So we just browsed around the mall and tried to find things to buy. I remember I got this at Loft. I don't usually shop there, but like I said, I really fell in love with this sweater when I saw it. I don't know what you call these, this length of sleeves, but I'm not a big fan of that length. I usually like sweaters that have sleeves that are really long, past my wrist or fingers even, just so I can cover my whole hand or fist if needed, if I'm cold. But this is actually very handy when I'm working, because usually I do pull up the sleeves anyway to be able to have better mobility at work. So, perfect for work. It also has these nice slits on the sides. On to the next one. On to sweater number 8. Sweater number 8 is another Hello Kitty sweater, but this one is all black. Don't be fooled by the cute, colorful and fun sweaters I've shown you. Like a good New Yorker, 90% of my wardrobe is all black. I have a lot of pretty dark or all black sweaters for the winter. I just thought those wouldn't be as interesting for you to see. But this one is an all black sweater with a golden Hello Kitty in the middle. I think I got this sweater for one of my birthdays from my mom. I'm not sure where she got it, but this one is also an original Sanrio sweater. On the inside, it feels almost like that towel texture that some sweaters have. It is not very fluffy, so it's perfect for the fall. Those fall days before the weather gets too cold. It smells so nice, like fresh laundry. I'm actually surprised some of them smell like fresh laundry because some of them I still haven't worn this fall, so last time they were washed was probably 6 months ago. I'm surprised that the smell of the detergent can last so long. Must be really good detergent. On to the next one. On to sweater number 9. Sweater number 9 is my biggest, baggiest sweater. It is an all-white sweater with a little boba cup on top. This sweater was originally my husband's, but I have since stole it from him. It has a little stain on here. I'm so sad. That is the problem of having light-colored or white clothing items, is that they get stained so easily, but it's still so cute, isn't it? Usually, if it's like an extra cold day, or if it's a day where I know I'm going to be outdoors instead of indoors with heat, then this is my go-to sweater. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you don't hear that. My refrigerator just decided to start making noise. This is probably my warmest sweater. Okay, friends, let's move on to our last sweater. And this is sweater number 10. The 10th and last sweater is a striped pastel color sweater from the Gap. I really like the colors in this sweater. They are pastel and a bit neutral. We have a dark gray stripe, a pink stripe, a beige stripe, a brown stripe, and a light gray stripe. This sweater is very, very soft. And I love the length of the sleeves, even with my fingers straight. The sleeve is long enough to cover them. I also really like this type of neckline. I'm not really sure what you call this type of neckline, but I don't like to feel my neck constrained. So I don't like turtlenecks or even anything that goes a bit too high on the neckline. I like when sweaters have enough space for my neck to breathe. some fabric sounds for a couple more minutes. So let's go and fold my sweaters together. Okay, friends, you are propped up on my couch now. I'm not sure if you are someone who hangs most of your clothes or folds them, but I definitely fold most of my clothes. My closet has very little space for hanging clothes. first met my husband and I would visit his place, he used to never fold his clothes. He used to just roll them up and call it a day. And folding clothes is actually one of my favorite chores. So now he says he really enjoys having a very neat and organized closet. Okay, friends, I am done folding all of my sweaters. Thank you for joining me today for another show and tell this cozy Monday morning. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope you have a relaxing rest of your day or night.